Diabetes is a chronically progressive disorder. It can be managed very well once you're doing your investigations well and keeping or maintaining your targets well. Blood sugars need to be monitored on a day-to-day basis. Day-to-day basis means you have to check your blood sugars fasting daily. Fasting blood sugar means the blood sugar which you check early in the morning, empty stomach, as soon as you get up from bed. This blood sugar is a blood sugar which you get after 8 hours of fasting or non-eating phase. The fasting blood sugar should remain less than 120. The patients can have individualized targets wherein the doctor tells them as to how much your fasting blood sugar should actually be. You can discuss it with your doctor. Another thing is the post-meal blood sugars. The post-meal blood sugars are the blood sugars which you check 2 hours after the meal. That is 2 hours from the first bite of the food. It can be 2 hours after the breakfast, 2 hours after the lunch, or 2 hours after the dinner. That is 2 hours from the major meals. This postprandial blood sugar should be less than 180. Again, the same thing, your individualized targets, you can discuss it with the doctor also. Glycosylated hemoglobin or the HbA1c. The HbA1c is a blood test which gives you a measure as to how your blood sugars were doing in the past 3 months on an average on the medications that you're taking. So, you must get your HbA1c done every 3 months. Your HbA1c, if the value is less than 7, it means that you have a good or ideal control. A HbA1c between 7 to 8 means that it is good, but it can be improved further. HbA1c of more than 8 means that you need to improve upon your medications furthermore. And similarly, the HbA1c of more than 10 or 12 is not at all a good HbA1c, and it means that you're having a very poor control of diabetes. Certain other tests which you need to do on a 3-monthly basis are microalbumin urine, which tells you whether you're having a protein leak from the kidney. The protein leak from the kidney is one of the most early signs to tell you that your kidneys have started getting affected by diabetes. So, the microalbumin urine is a very important test. The liver function tests and a lipid profile which tells you how your cholesterol levels are, how your good cholesterol is, how your bad cholesterol is. There are certain tests which you can do on a 6-monthly basis also. If your blood sugars are doing stable and your HbA1c has been good over a long period of time, you can do the kidney function test, the liver function test, the microalbumin urine or the lipid profile 6 monthly also if your glycemic control has been stable. The tests which need to be done on a yearly basis are the retina examination, which you need to do at your ophthalmologist. The retina is a screen of the eyes which shows certain early changes of diabetes affecting the eyes. Due to diabetes, the blood vessels of the eyes can get ruptured and you can lose your vision. So it becomes very important for us to screen the retina at least once a year to see if the diabetes has started affecting your retina or not. You can get it checked once a year at least at the ophthalmologist's place. Another test which needs to be done on a yearly basis are the complete blood count, the serum calcium levels, a electrocardiogram or a ECG which tells you how your heart is behaving. Also, you must see your podiatrist at least once a year and get your feet examined in detail. Another test which needs to be done yearly is the nerve conduction velocity test, which tells you whether the diabetes has started affecting your nerves or not. It can actually be done in consultation with your physician, who tells you, depending on your signs or symptoms, as to whether you have initial signs of the nerve damage or not.